What's up, peeps? Welcome back to another math vid. Today we're going to be looking at some more converting. So our first question today is, Deanna went to the supermarket and bought 3 kilograms of beef, 6,000 centigrams of chicken, and 50,000 milligrams of pork. How many grams of meat did Deanna buy in all? So in this type of problem, you have to convert. And converting here, what should we convert to then? Usually, it's best to convert to the thing that the problem is asking you to solve in the very end. In this case, it's grams. So we're going to convert all of them to grams. And after converting, we've got 3 kilograms, 1,000 grams, and a kilogram. So now we've got 3,000 grams of beef. Because it's asking us in all, we have to add them all up. 6,000 centigrams of chicken, and not many of us have heard of the centigrams before, but centigrams, kilograms, that kind of stuff, they all work kind of the same as meters, like centimeters, millimeters, and I bet most of us have already heard of that. So these are basically the same, and converting them to grams, as you know, we have 100 centimeters in a meter. So, following that same logic, there should be 100 centigrams in a gram. So that would mean 60 grams of chicken. And milligrams is the same logic. As we know, there are 1,000 millimeters in a meter. And following the same logic, there should be 1,000 milligrams in a gram. So that means it's 50. And after we add them all up, we've got 3,000, 60, and then we have a 50 at the end. So, but wait, we're not going to have to solve it at all. Because as you can see here, they added 2 of them to throw you off. This is definitely not true. This is like 59,000. So these are our numbers. But we don't even need to solve this because as we see here, 60 and 50, and 6 plus 5, 11, so it has to be something more than 100. And there's only 2 logical answers, and only one is over 3,100. So the correct answer is B. These are not logical, because they're probably trying to throw you off here. It's like, oh yes, it's like 3 plus 6,000 plus 50,000. No, it's not. Please don't do that. See, they added an exact answer for that. Like, it's exactly that number. So don't get thrown off by this type of problem, and remember to read the numbers here. So our next question is, Andrew needed 3 liters of juice to make a recipe for fruit punch. He only had 30 centiliters of juice. You are being kind of sad. So his neighbor gave him 30 milliliters of juice. How much more juice does he need to make the full recipe? So how do we do this problem then? This is somewhat the same as the first one, except this time we're converting to liters. And here it's asking us to convert to milliliters, as we can see in the answer choices. So we have to convert 3 liters to milliliters, 30 centiliters to milliliters, and, well, we don't need to convert 30 milliliters at all. They're already milliliters. So how many milliliters are in a liter? This is the exact same as millimeters and meters. There are 1,000 millimeters in a meter, and following the same logic, there are 1,000 milliliters in a liter. So that means you need 3,000. You need 3,000 milliliters of juice, so he's kind of short. So we've got our 30 milliliters here that we've already got converted for us. So how many milliliters are in 1 centiliter? This is also following the same logic as centimeters and millimeters. So as we know, there are 10 millimeters in 1 centimeter. So following the same logic, there should be 10 milliliters in 1 centiliter. So 30 multiplied by 10, we've got 300. So adding these all together, we have 330. This is how much milliliters of juice he has right now, and he needs 3,000. So how do we solve this? Because, okay, this is not logical, and this is not logical at all. Because this is literally like our full amount. He has juice, and this is like the amount your neighbor gave you, okay? That these two are not logical. But now we have two choices left that do look logical. So how do we solve this? As you know, 3,000 subtract 300 is 2,700. And 3,000 subtract something more than 300 should be less than 2,700. And there's only one answer choice here that is less than 2,700. That's actually logical. 30 milliliters. Okay, our next question is, David poured 50 centiliters of red water into an empty glass beaker, then poured out 30 milliliters of the red water and poured in 8 liters of blue water. How much water is now in the beaker? So how do we solve this one? This one is somewhat the same as the first view. So we're trying to convert to liters here, and we've already got one that's already nicely converted for us. Centimeters, centiliters. How many centimeters are in a meter? Yes, 100. So then we've got 5. We have 5 liters of red water. Sorry, not plus. And then you poured out, so that's a subtraction, 300 milliliters. And how many, this is like asking how many meters is in a milliliter. So there are 1,000 milliliters in a meter. So when converting milliliters to liters, it would also be dividing by 1,000. So 1, 2, 3. It would be 0.3. And after that, we add on 8. So 5 subtract 0.3, that would be 4.7. And 4.7 adding 8, that should be 12.7 because it has to have a decimal point. That's another thing. If you haven't memorized what 4 plus 8 is yet, you can also see here that it has a decimal point after that. And you can see here, most of these don't have one. So there's only one valid answer choice because it's a decimal. And a whole number subtract a decimal should never also equal a whole number. So, yeah. I hope this video helped you guys learn at least a bit more about math, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!